He about to tear the roof off. Looking good, MP?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
And that's exactly what he's been doing. He's as motivated as a player can be. And this is the kind of impact that not many guys are capable of having. The energy and effort he's playing with isn't easy to maintain, but if anybody can keep it up, it's MP.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Dunn is out there with Terry. Then it's Purdue. Then it's Roy. And it's Wallace in at the two-guard spot. Toronto with the ball. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
There's the drive, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That one misses. The Pelicans have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Outside Roy. Wallace kicks to Dunn. Pass to Roy. And Dunn with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Sharp. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Good on the shot.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Picked away with the drive.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Wallace outside. It's Roy on the wing, defended by Sharp. Nice shot by Terry.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Thunder. They picked up 24 points in their last one against Oklahoma City.
Man, his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
And a little luck that time, but it drops. Thunder's got 7.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Outside Roy. Back to Dunn. Purdue with a screen on Sharp. Dunn. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Pass to Thunder. Sinks the triple. He's got 10.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Terry with it. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Dunn. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the paint. Nice shot by Terry.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Wood. Here's Thunder. Here's Potter. Terry covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Hanson's checked in for Toronto. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Thunder passes to Wood. Here's Thunder. There's the screen. Pass to Potter. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Thunder had a nice performance. He scored 24 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. That game proved why he's a star in this league. Another great performance. Somebody you pay to watch. We're all excited to see what he does tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Thunder. From deep, Wood. Rebound by Wallace.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dunn shot's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Driving to the basket. And that one's good, Barnes.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Wallace looking for an opening. To the left wing. Dunn outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Wallace. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Last time they met was in Toronto where they beat the Raptors.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Pass to Thunder. Sharp with it. Terry covering. The wide open look here for Wood. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Wallace. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free.
quarter.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Sharp. Here's Thunder. Now Wood. This one for three. And the Pelicans miss again. Toronto leading by 5. So for Toronto right now, Hansen is out there with Roy. Then it's Terry. Then there's Wallace. And it's Conley in at the 3. Here's Thunder. Sharp with it. They set the pick. Pass to Thunder. From the arc. Conley grabs the miss.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's deflected. Out left to the wing. And here's Wood outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wood's got 5 points so far.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Here's Potter. And he hits it to tie the game up. He's got 6.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Outside Roy. Here's Hansen. 8 points for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Wood. Thunder passes to Wood. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Outside Conley. Wallace with a screen for Conley. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3.
Conley's got it all tied up now for Toronto. Here's Thunder. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Potter misses. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wood against Conley. Over Wood. He hits it from 9. And it's 7 points for Conley.
Well, coach isn't going to like the theatrics there. He had more than enough time to get a stable base, but he made it anyway.
Greg, their unselfish play. Has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Thunder, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Thunder's got 15. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Raptors. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Barnes is checked in for New Orleans. And then for Toronto, Dunn comes in for Terry. And Wallace subbed in for Hansen. Here's Dunn. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, We're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups, and we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Wallace kicks to Dunn. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Wood, his athleticism is off the charts, and it doesn't go unnoticed, as you can see by how high he is in the dunk contest voting.
Yeah, no, the fans want him. I think the media wants him. Heck, he wants to be in, so I'm glad that he's in a position to take part.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
For 3, Roy. Barnes grabs the miss. New Orleans has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Roy from outside, and it's Potter with the rebound. Potter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wood pass to Thunder. Tate with the ball. Still yet to score.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Offensive rebound. Wallace outside. There's the triple. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 15 points for Wallace.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Count it. And the Pelicans lead by 1. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And the foul called on Thunder. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Roy. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Dunn outside. Back to Roy. Beyond the arc. Pelicans pull it in.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
That one goes in. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. It's stolen. Here's Barnes. Dunn with some nice D.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Roy, that's a 2-pointer.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
To the middle, here's Terry, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And it's good for 2. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Thunder. 21 points in the game. Curry, a screen on Wallace. Fires from the wing. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Curry against Terry. Pass to Dunn. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pelicans lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
51.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
Don't give them too much credit, Kenny. Some fans know what they're talking about.
Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
We've got Barnes. Thunder is out there with Sharp. And it's Potter in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Into the lane. They get the rebound. Barnes. It's blocked. Outside Roy. Pass to Wallace. Back to Terry. For the lead. They shoot again. And Barnes sends it back.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Sharp again, Troy. Pass to Terry. Just 5 on the clock. The 3.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Thunder. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Here's Sharp. Basket good. Sharp's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Wallace outside. Pass to Dunn.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Sharp, that's good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
Roy passes to Dunn. There's the 3, and there's Roy. That's good on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Wood. Here's Thunder. Now Wood, 10 points for him. Thunder passes to Wood. Clock at 4. And the 3-ball is good. Wood's got 13 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Barnes sends it back. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Pass to Potter. Here's Thunder from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Terry's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now here's Barnes. Tries yet again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Terry, that's a 2. And again, no good by Toronto.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
There's a good screen. Thunder passes to Evans. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Terry. Towns, the bounce pass. Puts it up from 15. Evans with the rebound. Evans has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Hansen. 10 points for him. Inside, here's Conley, and that one, good. He's got 9.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Hansen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Raptors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Thunder down low. Claxton nails the baby hook. Claxton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Roy is out there with Wallace. Then it's Hansen. Then there's Wallace, and it's Conley in at the 4-man position. Here's Thunder. Good on the 3-point shot. Thunder's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for New Orleans. Raptors leading by 3. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. From deep, Wood. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wallace. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Here's Sharp. The offensive rebound. Thunder passes to Sharp. To tie it up. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Wallace with the screen on Sharp. Wallace outside. And the Raptors miss again. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Wood with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Wallace outside. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's the screen. Thunder passes to Potter. Tries again. Here's Barnes. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Pass to Hansen. Back to Roy. And here is Wallace. Wallace with the screen for Wallace. Wallace outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hansen. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Potter with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Drains the three-pointer.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Now here's Wallace. Guarded closer. And that one, good. Wallace has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Thunder. Barnes screen on Wallace. Thunder passes to Barnes. And now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. And it's Wallace slamming it down. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Uncovered. And the basket by Potter. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Toronto making a change here. Purdue's checked in. Here's Thunder. Wood, high post. Pass to Thunder. Back to Wood. Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Conley. Back to Wallace. Rebound by Thunder. Thunder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Potter. Second chance shot. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
Purdue with the screen on Wood. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Dunn's got 20.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And here's Wood outside. It's hauled in by Dunn. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Hansen. Takes the 3. Dunn misses.
You know, and after fighting to get back in to, and that was the chance there to tie it up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Nailed from three-point land. Sharp's got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans. Another steal. Here's Thunder. That is a great finish! Oh, my. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. The Pelicans making a switch here. Evans is checked in. Roy's checked in for Toronto. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. On against Wood. Pass to Thunder. Back to Wood. New Orleans moving it around. Goes up the baseline. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Terry's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Here's Wallace. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Here's Sharp. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Raptors trail by 3. Outside Terry. Got a piece of it. Evans with the rebound. Evans has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Thunder, and he jams it with authority.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that jump. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And the foul called on Thunder. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, that's 5 now. It'll be interesting to see if they can continue to go at him to try to get him to foul out of this game.
Now here's Wallace. He's tightly guarded. And it's Wallace with the jam.
Now that's incredible. A huge bucket in the most emphatic way possible. Now that is not supposed to happen.
Here's Thunder. Offensively, guys, he's been something else. Almost 40 points right now.
Every time he touches the ball, something good happens.
Wood up top. 6 on the shot clock. Latrey. Here's Evans. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
1:57 left in the game. Tipped away. Pass to Potter. Here's Thunder. Here's Potter. Terry covering. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Potter misses.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Dunn.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Boy kicks to Wallace. From downtown, some solid defense there from Thunder.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The Raptors call timeout. On defense, New Orleans. Roy from outside. Rebound by Thunder.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Evans, a screen on Wallace. Thunder passes to Evans. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here.
Another game, another win. Have to work tomorrow.